Hello everyone and welcome back to some role playing, to a new show that we're just we don't have a fancy name or anything, it's just Stars Without Number Unity. Set in as to be expected really, the Stars Without Number system, which is a pretty awesome system. I'm DMing, I'm of course Goramoth, and I'm joined by my usual cast of...
The cast of thousands!
The legends!
I don't know, the cast of wands. I'll give you the
Fabulous.
cast of wands.
Thank you, Josh.
It's alright. So yeah, we have our usual cast of SomeKindofWizard, Ronithstyle, xTomass, and Noximous. How's it going, guys?
Hello, it's good.
Awesome.
The hood.
Shall I put on a fancy hat for the occasion?
That is entirely up to you, my good sir.
I'm gonna put
No,
on
just
fancy...
join me in the hood.
Do you have a space hat?
No, I'm not joining Hoodville. I'm gonna grab a fancy hat.
Alright.
Big
So,
gangsters.
Stars Without Number is basically, it's a little different from any of the systems we've played previously.
Hats now.
It is basically a sandbox RPG as opposed to... I don't even know what the word for a not sandbox RPG is. I don't really think there is one.
Oh, railroad?
I guess so. But yeah, it's a sandbox RPG, so basically what that means is there's a whole universe or sector out there, and these guys will be going around doing jobs and getting into trouble and all that kind of stuff, but the universe won't sit still. Things will happen, and they'll just kind of get jobs and shit. And it'll be interesting. It's very if you've ever seen shows like Firefly and stuff like that, it's very job of the week kind of thing.
Also, one thing that I like very much about this one is that the players are participate in the creation of the universe. Basically, they can roll different things, and then based on a roll, they can decide different things that exist in the universe, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So, well, let's just, before we jump into the actual thing, we've already created our characters. I made a short video on that, which will have gone up before this one. That's just character creation. So how about we just go around in a circle and just you guys say you introduce your character, give maybe a bit of information, what they look like, who they are, that kind of stuff, and then we'll jump into the universe. Let's start with Greg.
Hello, I am Nathaniel Orduna. I am from a little place called Henshaws. It is a planet in the Zahidi system, and that planet is a piece of shit.
It's not a piece of shit. It's tech level 3, which is modern tech slash maybe slightly further ahead of modern tech. So now-ish.
You're in the year 2050, I guess.
Yeah, give or take.
But at the same time, the planet is a miserable place to be.
That's true.
How would you describe your planet's
I would
climate?
describe my planet as we mined the core, and so it's falling apart. And so instead of doing mining on the planet, because that would just further destabilize the planet, which is a terrible life choice, we go into space and mine asteroids. So lots of families go up in ships, and they fly around the asteroid belts around the planet and send the resources back to the planet. The planet itself is highly religious. It is the leaders are religious leaders as opposed to democracy. It's more like the Pope runs the place.
Yeah. Just so you know, the company that you guys work for, the actual mining company, is the Cordero clan. If you want the name again.
Cordero clan, that's the one. Let me
I figured I should look that up.
Cordero clan.
Yeah, they're the reason that your planet actually has the technology to get off the planet.
Yep.
Good job.
And as such, basically, they are entitled to
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
Everything?
Because without them, we would be on our dying planet. So, the reason my character is here is his family was busy mining a little asteroid, and they managed to stumble across a piece of pre-tech, which him and a few of the other people in his family managed to activate. It was just a communications thing, so it wasn't particularly exciting, but nonetheless, the Cordero fucking clan swooped in. They were all like, "This is ours now. You're coming with us." And I was like, "Oh, sweet." a proper paying job that's not shit. And now I fly around the galaxy looking for more pre-tech.
Awesome. Let's move on to Thomas. Who are you and where do you come from?
I am Lime Ozol, and I come from the planet Daedalus. It's a very populated planet. We have like 100 to 1,000 people.
Such population.
I like that
Wow.
also you're approximate. I mean, like, an approximate somewhere between, like, give or take 1,000 people. Not a big deal in a very populated place, but when that's maybe all of the people,
Population,
that's a huge approximate.
We have 1,000. We have 1,000 people. Give or take 1,000.
Yeah, that's
We're not really sure.
I mean, there's a guy over there, so I guess that's one.
Yeah.
We live in
I
Bubble
make
City.
two?
The Planet Generation said Bubble Cities. I think that's a stretch.
Yeah, that's probably one city.
That or that's why they're confused about whether there's 100 or 1,000 people. They're not sure because there might be other bubble cities.
They all just
But
have
they
like
don't know.
you know those cars from the Jetsons? Like they all just live in one of those, so they're like individual cities.
Jane, stop this crazy thing.
Sorry, Thomas, go on.
Right. It's one bubble town. Bubble City. It's not a city. It's a town. It's held together by duct tape. Everyone farms there or tries to preserve a dying culture.
Yeah, because the planet's biosphere is like hostile to humans, isn't it?
Yup.
Yep.
We decided to pick the best planet.
Yeah.
That place.
It's the
sounds
wildlife,
worse
though.
than
Is there
mine.
wildlife that exists on that shit, or is it just a barren shithole?
No. There's wildlife that exists. It's, if I remember correctly, it has an immiscible biosphere, which basically means it has life, but literally everything on that planet is incompatible with humans. So, like, the plants are poisonous, or you can't eat them because they don't digest. The creatures are poisonous. Like, it's
There's a lot of crabs.
A
yeah.
shithole.
The main population of the planet is crabs.
Crab. People. Crab.
No, just crabs.
Just crabs.
Just crabs.
I forgot to ask your genders. Are you both male? Like,
I'm a
great.
dude.
I am female.
Right, because you actually said he in when you sent me information, but I thought you'd said she before, so I was confused. So I figured I would.
Where did I say he?
You definitely said he in one of the things you sent me recently.
I know why I said he.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine. You're female. That's good. That's fine.
Right. I have long blonde hair. No scars.
I thought you were gonna be like, I have long blonde hair, a face.
I mean, I'm a human.
A bar tag on my neck. Let's go with that.
Sure.
Bar tag.
You're a pilot, aren't you? No.
Yep. I'm wearing a pilot goggles. Not pirate goggles.
Do you have?
Yeah, pirate goggles is just the one.
Here's the important question. Do you wear them like around the head, like here, or are you one of the ones who has them around the neck down here?
Around the neck.
Around the neck. That's the important
The
question.
neck is the way to go.
It depends on what kind of goggle you've got. If you've got ones with big bits sticking off them, that's got to go on top of the head. If they go around your neck, that's just a bit awkward.
No, they're just glass.
I like the
Also,
sticky out bit.
I feel like I'm
If you
missing
wear
something.
if you wear a bandana, goggles are then allowed to go over the bandana.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, one of those like really old timey pilot hats, like the like leather skull
Yeah.
cap thing.
Yeah. Obs.
That's a given.
Yep.
All right. So how did you get off Deadless?
Well, I decided I'm shit at farming. Well, I didn't decide that. People told me repeatedly.
To your face.
And if that's one of the two major ways to contribute to this situation, it's not great. The other one's to preserve the dying culture, and that just sounds boring. So I became an astrogator's mate. Can anyone explain what that is?
Yeah, you're basically the person. So an astrogate is basically someone who performs like navigation checks for like entire fleets. Because in this system there is faster than light travel. It's called spike drives. It's called spike jumping, and they use spike drives, which is basically you use a spike drive to drill into a subsection of space and then not let you go faster. But it's not full like warp from 40k, but it's like not pleasant in there. Like humans can't survive in spike space; you'll die. So basically,
mind powers.
yeah, and shit can go wrong and stuff. So basically, astrogates are people who basically plan routes for entire fleets to jump. So an astrogate's mate is you helped out planning, like you were basically an assistant to an astrogate.
Yep. The ship I was assigned to be where all the Astrogate mates were was the SS Nokia for the ancient word of endurance.
Nice. I like it.
That's really good. That's really cool.
I was saying Thomas's backstory thing he sent me. He's got some really cool ship names.
I like
Yep.
the SS Nokia endurance. That's perfect.
No. It's
SS
named
Nokia
after it.
means endurance. Yeah.
Yeah.
I take it you're thinking of the grey brick, the
Yeah.
the unslayable grey brick.
Just any Nokia phone of all time.
Yep. So I spent 6 years on that ship. I left after an incident. I don't want to talk about it, so I don't know what happened. Piloted ships for Panstellar Zaibatsu for 4 years. Left after my crew got killed by pirates of the ship SS #Chan.
Yay!
And
Chan.
How do you
So-
names?
so we might have to search down the pirate ship SS #Chan at some point.
I hope the hashtag
You have
Chan
the
shows up
worst
again.
names.
What
They
are
are
you talking
amazing.
about? They're amazing. I think they're great.
I had to abort the mission, and I was the only survivor because I did not partake in the hand-to-hand.
You
Guns.
didn't partake in the dying.
I didn't partake in the melees and the gunfights, so I just aborted when everyone was dead.
Right. Okay. Moving on to Ronith. Who are you and where do you come from?
All right.
Where do you go,
Um,
Cotton Eye Joe?
My character is a woman called Olivia Skarsgård, and I come from Annie's in the Thorbjorg system as a, and this planet is a snow
I guess it
planet.
could be Thorbjorg. I've always read it as Thorbjorg. Like the B is part of the first bit, but yeah, I guess it's also.
Thorbjorg, yeah.
I see it as Thorbjorg.
Yeah, that makes more sense than
Thor and then
Thorbjorg.
Bjorg.
Yeah.
I see it's Bjork.
I just see a bunch
Bergen
of those,
Flurgen.
I see a bunch of those capital O's with the strikeout going through it, just in a line, it just going.
Incidentally, Annie is a snow planet and is inhabited by a people called the Ashmen, and they are basically futuristic Vikings.
What was the
and they
What was the first word that you said they were called? I really like that one. Like in their language kind of thing.
hold on,
Ashkamani?
Askomani.
Yeah, Askamani. That's a really cool name.
It's very I think it's like it's very like Finnish.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool name. I like that.
So yeah, they're called the Askomani, or in English, Men of Ash, Ashmen, and they are basically Vikings and believe in the Norse mythology and the Norse gods and the such.
Oh, sweet.
They are very hardy people and secluded from just civilization overall. If I remember correctly, the planet was cut off in communications and all
It had
sorts of
something.
things.
I will double check for you.
For quite a while, and I don't remember what it actually said.
Your planet still doesn't interact according to that thing.
It was something like that. I'm double checking what it is exactly, but yeah, carry on while I check this.
Well, the story of this is that they are now connected, because I mean, otherwise I wouldn't have left it, you know.
Yeah, it was just
but,
they were out of contact for some reason.
They
so-
were out of contact for a very, very long time, and they were secluded on this harsh snow planet. It's basically, I don't remember how many live on it, but it's not too many. If we're talking like planet
It is...
scale.
1 second, I will check again. I shut it because
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Hundreds of thousands, which is actually no, it's actually pretty. It's not like obviously maximum, but there's actually a significant amount of
A
people.
decent amount, yeah.
Yeah.
The wildlife is pretty like.
It's basically again using a 40k like comparative. It's basically a death world.
Yeah, basically, the animals are huge and dangerous, and basically serve as big game for the Ashmen. They are super into honor and glory and battle and the such. They
It's very Icelandic culture, if I remember you saying.
yeah, very much like that. And my character is a warrior, which is very controversial in this in this society because women are supposed to be the caretakers and the politicians and whatever,
Nice.
and the medics. And
He's a shield maiden.
Yeah, Helga.
So Olivia is a very strong and tall woman, and is very kind, and basically is her motto is basically to save people, but still enjoys a really good fight. What more is there to say, really?
Just the monoblade thing, I think.
Yeah, the monoblade. The monoblade is basically like a futuristic melee weapon, and they are usually swords and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But in this society, in the tradition of Viking society, they have monoblades that are in the shape of axes.
That are passed down through families. Like you have your family's axe.
So slick.
Yeah. So
Mono blacks.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So basically, this planet was out of communication for a bit, and then regained communication, was rediscovered by other systems and reinserted into civilization. And they have gained the reputation of having very hardy and sturdy people, great for war, and super very.
You guys
testing,
are real. You guys are real good mercs.
We're hard asses, basically.
Yeah.
My character is not a mercenary, but she is basically a trained soldier who is ready for combat, basically. But there hasn't really been any wars around, so it's not like. So she's instead trying to just do good with what she can.
Cool. Okay. So our last character, of course, is some kind of wizard. Who are you, and where do you come from?
I am playing as Addison Thorne. I am.
By the way, Eddie, ever since you said that name, all I can think of is the wild thornberries.
Amazing. 1 second, I need to change hats now after that.
I'm sorry. There we
Okay.
go.
Alright. Okay, we're good. Alright, so Addison is. You say that every race is basically space beige?
Yeah, because cultures still exist. The earthen cultures have, for the most part, been kept alive, but everyone racially, there's a lot of intermingling. So it's basically the baseline of the universe is now beige. So
Fair enough. On that baseline, Addison falls in very, very dark, distinctly Indian,
right.
which is, as it turns out, a rarity even amongst Indians, which is kind of nice.
And by Indian, we are specifically talking from India, not from
From India.
no
yes.
Native American. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean actual Indian, not
Yep.
hey, I'm a racist Yank Indian.
Just confirming.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Long dark hair is kept in a ponytail, and she dresses like a gunmetal grey, like Indiana Jones, with arresting eyes, full pouted lips, and rich purple makeup. If I didn't say 6 feet tall. She grew up on a planet called Eliades, which is in the Monomachus system. There's currently a sectarian war separating all of the peoples. It's mainly an Indian populace. The planet produces element 115. In real world terms, there is no element 115 yet, but it exists in the periodic table. So this figured it would be kind of a nice thing to put in there.
Yeah, 115 is used in starship production, which is.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's as close to pre-tech as a planet will ever get. It's 4+, I think.
I think so. I'll check.
Yep. It's warm and oceanic, and there are a number of large land masses. But in order to avoid the sectarian war, a like-minded atheists and artisans and science folk founded Rapture. Badum-chih. The two religions that are sectarian are Zoroastrianism and Sikhism.
Cool.
And Addison left the planet when she was of age, and then spent a bunch of time, basically space hoboing. Spent some time with some mercs, learned how to shoot, learned how to talk, and then decided that space is awesome, and then left those mercs behind. I won't say what reason for, because I haven't even decided yet. So it might be fun for that to come up sometime in the future.
That's absolutely fine.
Yep. she decided space was really cool and went adventuring, dropping in with like just random crews and visiting random planets. Although occasionally she will still send mail to Mum and Mum.
You have some ties with the Eudora Union, I think. I remember, because that's who the Unity belongs to, or at least who you've bought it from. And they obviously operate in some form on your planet because they need element 115.
Yep, I would say that they probably interact with one of my mums then quite closely because she is like, one of those people who she's a bookkeeper.
Okay, yeah, so that's your tie to the Eudora Union. Okay, so I think that's everyone. So let us hop into roll 20. I'll bring that up. And
I forgot to mention, but I feel like I should point out that I'm psychic.
You are indeed, yeah.
Oh yeah, shit! I'm an expert.
Yeah.
Class wise, we've got a psychic, which is Greg, whose power is teleportation. Although it's not really teleportation; it's more like mini hops at the minute. Like
Yeah, at the moment I blink like 10 meters. I'm also a scientist, medic, and engineer, I guess.
Yeah,
and many things.
Very talented person.
Thomas and Dan, or I should probably start referring to as character names, but it's going to be a pain in the ass to remember. But I'll try to.
Right.
Liam and Addison are both experts, and Olivia is a warrior. Cool. Okay, so looking at the map, you can see we've got this game takes place in Sector Anwin Sigma. Like you've probably been catching on. The one thing that's really cool about Stars Not Number is it has all this stuff for generating a sector and making something cool to play in. And then it just allows you so much freedom, and a lot of interesting things can happen that you're not expecting. There's a whole system that I'll be going into in another video called the Faction Turn, which is basically a mini game the GM will play like every now and then to basically advance the universe. So what these guys do will affect the universe, but at the same time the universe doesn't wait for them. So should be pretty interesting. So, bit of background. You guys have, for whatever reason, you guys have banded together. Now you've gone in on a ship together called the SS Unity, which, as previously mentioned, was bought from the Eudora Union, which is one of the major starship conglomerates, I guess, in the sector. For whatever reason, I don't know why you guys decided you wanted to make your own ship. That's all your personal stuff. I don't know why you came together, but again, that's your own personal stuff. But you've recently picked it up. The current date, someone might want to mark this down because passage of time is important.
Yep, go
Current date, I believe, is the 3rd of April, but I'm just going to double check. If you open your handouts, there is a job offer in there. That is the first job offer that you're currently in the middle of doing. Yeah, 3rd of April is the current date. 3265. So you can all take a look at that.
Let's see here.
Someone wants to read it out, maybe, or
Yeah, sure. Designate 17881T5. Do these designates have anything relevant, or is this
no?
just
It's just like because basically the way you got this job was like basically off a job board, so that's just the job listing number.
Okay. All right. So a Nina Holweck of the Magnus Pact, which is a corporation, wants a reliable third party. Us to complete a pickup of sensitive materials. The reward will be paid in full upon the safe delivery of materials to the envoy. The location provided is upon job acceptance, and the location is encrypted and requires a password.
And 20,000 credit payment.
20k credit payment,
which is not bad. So you guys, so the way we're gonna probably jump straight into the action, but we're gonna do a bit of like sort of talking about like what you guys would have done to set up this job, and then we'll jump like mid job kind of thing just to get straight into things, so we can have a cool little scene. So you get this information. If you check you guys accepted it, and basically you got a secondary backing up saying you need to go to the aerope system. Thank you. The aerope system, which is 0608 in the bottom right there. So I need to move slightly down so it's on camera.
Yep.
And you just go to the planet Ibanez.
Okay.
So you guys can give me maybe some. Greg, I need a straight intelligence check from you.
All right, I'm on it.
And do you have tech? Do you have Sci-Tech, Greg?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, you can add that in as well. So if you want to just
I've only got it at 0 though.
Okay,
Also, would a traveler roll help in this situation?
Yeah, a traveler would absolutely help. If you've got traveler, throw that in.
Okie dokie. You'll need to talk me through making these skill checks.
Sure.
I could
so,
not have rolled more average.
That's fine. Seven is the difficulty I wanted from you. So you need to hit skill check, Dan?
Yep.
And then it's asking for... Which does it ask for first?
Skill.
Ada.
So it wants the skill, so traveler, so... Do you have a 0 in that, or
Yep,
a 1?
it's a 0.
Okay, put a 0 in for the skill.
Attribute.
And the attribute would be intelligence.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I got a 1 in that. Yeah, I fucking do.
Cool.
8.
As well. Cool. Alright, so Greg first. Greg, you know that the Magnus Pact is a company specializing in sci-tech. That's what they do.
Sweet.
So, bear that in mind, maybe. The rest of you have no idea what they do. Just some tech company. And Dan, Traveler, about Ibanez. Let's see. I need to double check exactly what Traveler gives you, because I know it's like a specific kind of knowledge about a planet rather than...
Yes.
Someone could read the description of Traveler out for me really quick. Well, I'm also trying to find it, but...
Sure. This skill is unique in that blah 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 can only be taken at level 0. Substitute for any other planet's culture skill. So if it's culture of that planet, you would know it. It represents casual basic knowledge of many different worlds.
Okay, right. So the basically Ibanez is you don't actually know that much about the planet, and there's a specific reason about that, and it's because they're extremely strict about who they let in. They have like insane customs. That's probably why this person Nina needs something smuggled off. They have really strict customs. They don't allow anyone in, and they're basically. They have a very like almost tyrannical leader kind of thing. It's very think basically V for Vendetta style London.
Okay.
So it's very English British culture, but then you've got like this kind of council. In fact, you probably know the name. It's the Council of the Lord Protectorate. Like watch over everything.
What ho, Chucks?
Okay, so. You guys, like, when you accept the job, you get given, like, specific, really secure documents that manage to get you into the planet. The way it works is they have, like, Dan will be familiar with this. You know, in Star Wars Old Republic, they have, like, the floating stations above, like, you never land on the planets, right? You land on a station and then get a shuttle down. Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically it works like that. You've landed the Unity on like a thing, and then on like a space station that's near in the planet's orbit, and then you get you go through some first layer of customs. You get on a shuttle, get shuttled down to the planet's surface, and then go through another layer of customs, and then get out onto the streets.
Man, these guys
great.
are strict about who they let in.
Yeah, they
I think
are.
they might have some kind of tyrannical leader.
Yeah, that's no, I knew that. I guess when we're going through all of this stuff, seeing as currently my my record is unblemished, as it were, the information I use to travel off planet is legal traveler part. Like, you know, essentially my space passport isn't a fucking illegal fakey. It's the real deal, which means that I might very well be wearing out my welcome immediately on this planet afterwards. But as far as is concerned, I'm just a legitimate traveler with a lot of places in their passport.
That's fine, but the thing is, you have like essentially like a special document that Nina that they sent you when you accepted the job that gets you into the planet. Like you can tell when you show them this stuff. Like they wouldn't let you in if you didn't have this document. So,
can I inspect that document? Just I might need to use something like this in the future.
Sure. Give me, I guess.
Oh wait, in fact, I'll ask. Do we have someone who's particularly good at, I don't know, forgeries? Maybe something a little bit less than legal?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
No, nobody.
Nothing about that.
Nobody's no good at illegal things. All right, then I'll make a business roll.
No business. Business wouldn't be to inspect the document. It's like it'd probably just be an intelligence check, I think.
Oh, I'm good at that.
I can
got
do
the
the same.
smarts.
I can try.
You can have if you want to like properly inspect this stuff, you can have up to 2 people helping you, and basically the 2 people helping you will roll first. If they get 7 or more, you get a +1 for each of their successes.
Oh, what about bureaucracy?
Bureaucracy, yes. Have we got a bureaucrat? Are you a bureaucrat?
Yes.
Sure, bureaucracy would absolutely work.
I am a
All
smart
right, I hand
bureaucrat.
that over to you, and I will assist you with an intelligence
Come on
check.
in.
All right,
I want us
so
to be able to replicate this kind of thing in the future.
Cool. Give me an intelligence check from you, Dan, and then also from you, Thomas, if you want to help.
Nailed it.
You're supposed to wait till that helps. Well, Dan doesn't help anyway. Or Addison doesn't help.
What do I need rolled? Okay.
Oh,
A skill check of just add intelligence and make your skill a 0.
Oh, what? So if they hit...
If they got 7+, you'd have you'd have a +1.
Right.
Neither of them help you. You do it all by yourself.
Okay. Yeah, and I fucking nailed it.
Guess I'm just not particularly good at faking it. Sometimes I just let them stamp the thing and then I move on.
Okay, so basically, Greg, what you can understand, or crap, what's your character name again? Nathaniel. Basically, what you can understand from this document is you can't actually read the language very well. It's very legal. It's very legalese. But from what you work out from it is it's essentially almost like a royal like dictation that you can be let in. But which you think is kind of weird because it's the Council of the Lord Protectorate, but.
So is it like it's similar to a royal, but issued by the Lord Protectorate, or what?
It's like it's not issued by them, but it's like someone with a lot of pull has basically given you guys free passes somehow. Like there's a lot of like influence in here. There's like a seal you don't recognize on it, like a digital. Like it looks like the oldie like red wax seals. It's like that, but like a digital version of it on it with like the.
Cool.
I'm
taking a photo on my phone.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll copy those details as well.
Okay.
Not complicated, I take it.
Takes you a while to write them down. They're just like.
This is why I took a photo on my.
Yeah. No.
I want to ask where we are actually.
You're landing on Ibanez, which is in the Europa.
Oh, we're there already.
Yeah. Basically, like as we zoom into it, so like if this was a TV show, like all this happened like pre-setup, and like basically like the camera zooms out, and it's like a shuttle door like comes down, and you guys are like stood there, like.
Okay.
And you're in a spaceport, and basically everything in this world is basically just concrete and glass. So you're just like looking out over this city, and it's just these big skyscrapers that are just grey concrete with like glass windows and stuff.
Lovely.
It's mostly just grey. Like that is the general color scheme, and they all have these really like like Times Square's like giant advertising billboards.
Yeah.
They have like those all over the buildings, but like they're displaying like propaganda, like the Lord Protectorate protects you and stuff like that, and like people.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Like lots.
We want you.
Yeah, it's lots of red.
Serve the Emperor.
lots of red and black. Occasionally you get like have you guys any of you seen Equilibrium? There's like the father speaking
That's
from a pound.
That's the first thing I thought about.
Yeah, exactly.
Occasionally you get these ones of like an old, like there's a man, he looks quite elderly, but you wouldn't be able to place how old he is. Like look wise you'd think like 80, but he looks like body wise he looks too like he has too much energy to be someone that old, but he looks really old, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I bet he's a robot.
If anyone's seen Watch Dogs, like the old bad guy in that with just the fucking old ass face.
Yeah.
He looks like that, and he's wearing he's basically wearing like a really clean pressed black suit, really straight tie, like, and he's got like a little red flower in like the lapel. And he's just basically like stood at this like podium, and like you occasionally get like clips of a speech about how everyone needs to band together and work together for the common good and all that kind of stuff.
The
Like
common good.
Dominion in StarCraft.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like the first mission, you're going around like destroying fucking propaganda things.
Yeah. So basically, you guys have a location in the city. It's a couple of miles away in the city. It's a pretty big city, and yeah, you think it's a hotel, but you're not sure.
Right. Okay. Do we know do we have any idea? Are we meeting someone, or are we just going to a specific point and we're finding a box and taking it?
You were told that there is a drop point. You weren't told whether you'd be met or not. It's just a drop point, and there'll be a package, and you need to get the package off the planet any way possible.
Okay. I recommend we head towards it straight away.
Yep.
On foot?
Yep.
Well, how far of a distance is it?
A couple of miles. It's
A couple miles.
Okay, we can walk.
Like
No, I would
actually couple miles, or
it's probably like as the crow flies. It's probably less, but it's a couple of miles if you start going through.
right.
the streets.
A couple of miles
hour's
wouldn't be
walk.
too bad. It depends how large the package is going to be. Are there people on bicycles?
No. There
Yeah.
actually isn't that many people in the street. Like, it's not deserted, but there aren't that many people around. In fact, most of the people you can see around are, like, essentially military police. There's, like, guys with, like, black Kevlar vests on, and then, like, grayscale, like, digital camo, you know, like, the really weird digital pattern stuff. And then they have, like, red berets.
All right,
Sweet.
maybe streets.
By
not
the way,
best place to walk.
did they let us bring our weapons? Like, so if I were to say, like, my sniper rifle is in an attaché case, if they let me bring the case, as long as I'm not fucking getting it out here, I'm not going to get
Yeah, they don't take your guns off you, like, weapons. Like, the military police all have visible weapons on them, so...
Yeah. It's not like I'm going to get it out and then
You'd
start
be
clipping it
stupid
together
to
and have
You
time.
might,
Yes.
I know you get the. I'd say you'd probably get. You're savvy enough that you get the feeling that if you're walking around with visible weapons out, you're going to get harassed for it, but it's technically not illegal. So
Okay.
that's.
I'll stick to
see-
case.
Can we see like a taxi or something?
I would suggest a rental car. We dropped off at a spaceport, yeah.
Yeah, this is a spaceport.
And again, we don't know how big this thing is going to be, do we?
You have no idea how big the.
Well,
I mean,
is there
you
a
want
rental car
cars?
place?
Do you have any money?
I am broke.
That is the real question.
Are we
Yes,
all broke?
I'm
think
broke.
All right, we're walking.
We're walking.
That's why I said we're walking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well pointed out.
We'll
Let's
cope.
hijack.
All right, so you start walking. When you landed, it was probably about the equivalent of about 10 a.m. on this planet, so morning. Takes you like it's a couple of miles, but it is pretty clear streets. I'd say like an hour and a half, depending on how quickly you
How
actually
slow are we
walking.
walking?
Good job that that's probably long enough that my space hangover is worn off.
But as you like it progresses towards like 11, half 11, like you can feel it getting warmer. It's not super warm, but it's basically like it starts getting towards like summer in Britain, but not like the ridiculously scorching days. Like, you know, that constant just average warm temperature.
It's like the slightly uncomfortable, like sticky armpits.
Yeah,
Like,
basically. Basically.
Alright.
Sure. Yeah,
I
we know
am
that one. We know
unboxed.
that one.
Wait, surely. Yeah, how's this treating you, Olivia? Is it not a little bit warm for you?
It's very it's a very uncomfortable for I would say.
For the woman from the frozen world.
Yeah, from the frozen world. She, you know,
Space Indian is fine.
she does like she can take it though.
Meanwhile, I'm doing the farmer girl walk.
She's a tough girl.
Doing that walk out of the, that stop
Going
anime,
to the
that
shop.
anime- yeah, going to the shop. Blah, 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 blah,
Blah,
blah.
blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah,
I'll have to watch that later.
blah. Good shit.
No. All right, yeah. So
Okay.
I guess we'll walk. I'll keep my eyes peeled for people following us and watching us.
Sure, do you want to give me a perception then, just for...
Absolutely, and it's my expert skill. Oh no, I picked persuasion, not perception. Bugger.
Yeah, so perception will be based on wisdom in this case.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do it.
Do you have
Does
minus
anyone
one
have
on wisdom?
perception?
7.
7, that's okay. You don't really see anyone, like, after a bit, like maybe half an hour, like, there's a couple of people behind you following you, but you kind of realize that they're not actually, they just happen to be going the same way as you. It's not, like, malicious, and
One of
eventually, like, they go in. But, like, looking around, you actually notice that, like, the citizens of this place, like, the people who are following you, are also very plain-clothed. Again, very equilibrium. Like, everyone's got, like, black coats and stuff, and...
Fucking
And
misery
motorcycle
business.
Yeah. This is-
Motorcycle helmets.
And then I'm
No
Mr.
motorcycle
Sunshine.
helmets.
Mrs. Sunshine.
Is there suicide booths at every corner?
No. There's actually very little on the actual streets. It's actually really clean and like really like pristine, but very drab, if that makes sense. So basically, like the streets are really like empty. You've got like street lamps and the occasional like
Mirror's
Fu-
Edge.
yeah, like maybe like a not a phone booth, I guess, but like a comm booth that probably has like access to like a terminal, and like that's it on the streets.
Okay. I pull out what is essentially the phantom cigar as we go. I do not light it up with my compad, however. I use regular person fire to do it instead.
You're not cool enough for that.
Yeah, I don't have a compad that creates flame.
Okay, so you eventually, like, after about, like, say about an hour and a half, you come to. It looks like a hotel. Again, it's like the rest of the buildings around here, like lots of concrete and glass, and it basically it's called the Marriott, and it actually has like an actual splash of color. There's like a slight red carpet outside it, and it has like one of those like. It's like a little awning, but like a little fancy awning. It's like the one bit of like fanciness you've seen around here for like on your walk.
This is a place where you want to stay, not the place where you come to work.
Yeah.
This is a nice place. You should come in here.
Yeah, and basically it's just a double glass door on the street.
All right.
All right.
Do we have like a specific place we're getting this package, or?
You have a room number. It's room 702.
Sweet.
Right.
Okay.
They knew our names, right? I guess. Probably.
Who?
We
What,
should
like
check
customs?
if we have a reservation.
What do you mean by they knew our names?
Oh, what
Like
the
the
pickup,
mission
the
givers.
drop, so if we go
yeah,
to
you'll
collect the
you'll transmit your crew's names to Nina.
All right, great. Who wants to be the one to put their identity on the line? I guess I'm with the ship.
YOLO.
So.
I don't care.
All right, go for it.
I'm with the ship.
Okay.
I'm
I
just
think
gonna...
my name's on the bills, which is the uncomfortable thing.
That's right. I'm gonna
will
ball
pay
right
it
up
off.
to the desk.
Okay,
Right,
so
just like that.
yeah, you walk in. It's actually a really small lobby, and it's like that. It goes from like the outside, like I said, was all concrete, and then like you go inside, and it goes to that sort of like futuristic plastic. So it's like everything is like white inside and like clean and shiny, and like the desk is made out of like black plastic that kind of like has like goes like it's all one piece, like it comes out of the floor and like curves into the top of the desk, and like there's like a guy in like a grey like pristine suit stood behind the counter, and like that's it. There's an elevator door at the far end of the lobby. Like the red carpet from the door goes straight to an elevator, and it's a single elevator. And then there's this tiny room. There's like a plant in the corner and this desk, and like that's it.
Is there no chair?
No, there's no chair.
This is like the opposite of my homeworld.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
What's a homeworld?
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, no, mine's a beautiful artist's underground, so or underwater.
Mine's
Yeah, no,
horrible.
I immediately hate this place. Just gonna put it out there. Hate this place.
It's like eerie silent as well. You can probably hear like a clock ticking. Like the,
Oh,
The clopping of our shoes.
Oh, this
I
is
hate
no-
that noise.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk right up to the desk.
I'm gonna lean on a wall and watch the door.
sure.
It's
Okay.
still morning, right?
Yeah, it's like 11:30.
I'm gonna lean on a living.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good evening, sir. It's like good morning, sir. Rather, it's like the guy's like got really short, like cropped hair, like military buzz cut kind of style.
Like
Massive
every-
pupils.
I believe I should have a reservation.
He like without even like he's got his hands on like his hands moved to like a keyboard, but he's still got like eye contact with you, and you just like hear him like clicking. He's like name.
Nathaniel Orduna.
His head like ever so slightly like looks down and then it goes back, and it's like
Haha, you cheated!
No, you had to look away.
I win!
Gotcha, cunt.
that'll be £100.
You lost
Yes,
the
now we
bet.
can afford a car.
And so he's like, there is no name for that. I have nothing in my database of that name.
I glance along and go, it'll be in the name of Nina.
Yeah, all that.
Nina, what?
Nina fuck herself.
Nina Holek.
Oh, wick. Yeah. He checks again and is like, oh yes, 702.
Yes.
He asks for your documentation.
I will show him the documentation.
Yeah, he takes it. Takes like a couple minutes to scan it over. Then he like types some more things into the thing. You hear like the clicking of keys again, and then he hands it back, reaches under the desk, and like puts on like a black.
Pulls out a gun.
Yeah, it just shoots you in the face.
Shit.
Good. Ah, very good.
Ah!
Then you wait. No. You wake up in a hotel room. They use transportation by bullets.
Good transportation.
My favorite.
Yeah, he like on top of your documents, and he gives you there's like a key card that's like black, just pure black key card.
God, these guys really don't like color.
These guys can't stand color.
Apart from red.
It's
Apart
good
from
colour.
red.
I mean, I'm fine.
I'll have you know that actually in this context, this black key card is all the colors. I say as I pick it up and walk towards the elevator.
I just sigh. I mean, I look down and again, my clothing is gunmetal grey as well. Like, I've never felt so invisible.
So the elevator doesn't. The elevator has like a single panel, like a grey panel on the wall with a card slot and a single button.
I will swipe the card slot and push the button.
It's not a swipe. It's a push in.
Oh, sure.
But yeah,
I'll
you
do
push
that.
it and hit the button, and
Someone
like
go with her.
the elevator door slides open, and it's just a white box with like a mirror around the top, like 2/3 or third.
It's lovely.
I'll watch the door just in case someone's coming. Can't ever be too careful. If the other three of you, go up, I guess we'll be fine.
This reminds me of home.
But your home
Oh.
sounds depressing.
I'll get in the
Yes.
left.
Sure.
In
Is he
that
coming?
Who else is going in the left?
me.
Olivia?
Going.
In the lift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it just Addison staying behind them?
Yeah, I'm going to stay in the lobby and keep an eye on the door, and I'll just look busy. In fact, I ask the desk if it's okay to smoke inside.
He says no.
Is it fine to smoke outside?
I'll sigh and I'll go I'll stand by like the doorway exit instead, so that just
Sure.
go about my business and continue.
Sure. Okay. So the other three of you, you go up. It doesn't take very long. The elevator feels like it's moving quite fast. And then there's a small like electronic bing, and then the doors open, and you're in a corridor with. You expected rooms, but it's more like there's essentially like not trapdoors, but like small doors along the wall with numbers on them.
Oh, so it's like not a hotel; it's a safety deposit.
No, as you like step out, like an electronic voice says, it says floor 7. Fuck, I can't remember the name. The Japanese hotels where it's literally just like a bed in a box.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's like that. It's like welcome. It's like floor 7, and then welcome to that floor.
So
like,
it's just layered.
yeah. So there's you can sort of tell that there's probably like actual proper rooms on the floors, but this is a floor for just like,
Bed.
Little.
Yeah.
tiny
Oh,
rooms. Okay, sure.
Bed.
I will
TV.
go and find the safety deposit box.
Yeah.
Now this is depressing.
703.
703. Yep. Doesn't take you very long.
2.
I probably said both at this point, to be honest.
The one.
The one,
I
yeah.
wrote down 702.
702 then. I think I said 703. Like,
I'll
just
try
now.
both. I've got a key card. It'll work on one of them, presumably.
Which one was it?
They're right next to each
So
other.
702
Trying them
first.
both is not going to be an
No,
issue.
they're literally opposite sides of the floor. Like, for no reason.
God. It's like this way to 701, 702, 708, and 7...
No, it's like a size. It's like this way for 600 to 701, and then that way to 702 to 800. Just like,
But it starts at 800.
yeah.
God,
Motherfuckers.
these guys.
So
Now
yeah,
that's
you walk down this corridor, and eventually you find the one you're looking for, and yeah, it's just like there's like a slot next to the door, and like you put the key card in, and then you can pull it open, and yeah, it's literally like a bed, and then like a slight sideboard that has like a couple of cupboards in the wall, and like a place you can lay stuff, but it's very cramped in there, especially because literally the entire thing is taken up by a box.
Cool.
It's like have you
the fucker I should have known.
you know when like bands go on tour, they have like those black boxes
Oh,
for like
okay.
it's like one of those that's like basically taking up the entire room. It's like
Huge,
this.
like
Google like a
amp
band
case.
travel case. It's like a black case with like silver cords.
It's
Like
the one
shock
you would
absorbed
expect to find like amps in.
cords. Yeah, basically.
great.
Oh, okay.
I will try and pull it.
How strong are you?
14. I'm
Yeah,
really
you can pull. Yeah, you can pull it out. It's not too difficult.
All right.
And you're stronger.
But yeah,
than
it
me.
just keeps it like
Yeah,
keeps
buff.
coming. It's about like 2 meters long.
Okay, sure. I'll pull it all the way out, lower it slowly onto the floor.
once you've like actually start lowering it, it is actually you could carry it by yourself, but it's going to be awkward and heavy.
Is it like does it have handles on either end?
No.
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 God,
Why?
very poor design.
Why?
Have wheels?
Nope. It's just a
God,
box.
this is just...
Who the?
It's a box. Oh, and it has an electronic lock on it as well with a keypad.
Okay, I assume we don't have that key code.
You do not.
All right, fine.
Well,
Well, that's
our
fine by me.
Our job is
Yeah.
to deliver this, not to
Yep.
open it.
Don't need to open it.
I calm just quickly and go, all right, any problems? Got what we want?
Yep, big box.
How big?
Very.
Very big.
Will we need
No
to
issue.
call a taxi?
Yeah.
Or a flatbed?
We cannot afford a taxi.
There are situations around paying for things, but you make a good point.
It'll be fine. We can carry it.
Okay.
Provided, yeah. I mean, it's fine. Well, Olivia, if you will. I'll just pick
I
up
have
my
a
hand.
bad feeling about this.
Yeah, it's
no,
fine.
this is so
I don't know
This
why
has
you're
been
worrying
going
so
all
much.
well until this happened.
Yep.
I don't know why you're worrying so much.
I'll take the key card and just
Look,
hop in
look,
front.
We get the
I-
box, we take it
I-
back to the ship, we take it to the delivery point.
and none of the guards are going to say anything.
Well, no, I'm sure it's fine.
I mean, if they got it here,
I
People
mean,
carry boxes all the
you
time.
should be happy I brought my weapons.
We're moving house.
No, don't lie. Oh God, don't lie to the guys with guns.
It's a
They
box.
know that we're here with a travel visa.
Yeah, it's fine.
we're
We'll say
delivering a box.
we are delivering this box off-world. It's fine. That
Not
happens
off
all the
world.
time, right?
Not off
No, it
world.
doesn't.
No, no.
No, it doesn't happen off
Why
world.
not?
We're delivering a box.
We're literally smuggling.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's fine.
No, it
No.
isn't.
All
No,
right,
no, no,
look.
no, no. Hold on. We just got the information that this planet has very tight customs. If we say that it's going to be traded off-world, that means it will have to pay the fine.
Well,
Or whatever
Fine,
it is.
just fucking kill
Or
it.
it's just illegal, you know.
Yeah, we'll just disappear in a prison. Don't do that.
Yeah, please don't.
look. The
I
issue
think I
here-
would do well in
I
prison.
feel like at
Is-
this point in the background of the conversation, just one of the Lord Protectorate speeches starts echoing as well. Like, just for that
The
effect.
issue you're all failing to recognize is the fact that whether we say we're taking it off-world or not, we're going through customs with it towards off-world.
Yeah,
You
they can
assume-
probably put two and two together.
Yes. We'll think about that when we get the box there. But I'm just saying, if a random protectorate comes upon us, we don't say we're just busy smuggling this. We'll save that hurdle for the end.
It's fine. I'm not smuggling.
Fine. All right.
Going
They're
through
moving the
perfectly
box.
legal. It's fine. We'll just carry it and we'll see what happens.
Yes.
All right.
I- you guys take the box. I take
And
the
I
key
can-
card.
Try and take the box. I'm not stronger than anyone else.
The two of them, you guys can share.
Oh yeah, I could totally try.
Who's at the front out of interest? Just,
Right now, I guess me because I was outside in the first
no,
place.
I mean like who's
Oh.
carrying the box? Like who's at the
Uh,
back and who's at the front?
I'll go at the front.
In the front.
And I'm
Strong.
hopping in front of them, carrying the card.
Okay, so you get it in the elevator. It's a bit of a squeeze. Like getting that in the elevator, you have to like angle it a
You can
bit rather.
stand
Than,
it up.
yeah, you angle it. You hear like a bunch of thumps because you lift it up.
I have an
Like-
idea. I have an idea for future jobs like this. We ask for specifications on the delivery, like size at least.
I look over at. Wait, who are you again?
Lime.
Line.
Line.
You should
The only
write down your
scrub
name
who's
in
not
roll
put
20.
his name in roll 20.
Yeah, do that so I can see. Who you
God,
are.
Thomas, come on.
Shut
Get in the
up.
Anyways,
game.
I'm looking at Thomas. I'm like, do you know that we're doing illegal shit? Lime.
We can ask them to describe the delivery size,
Be sure
quantities.
that if they, sure that you've never smuggled anything before, because usually people don't want to. Know.
I've never smuggled anything.
But it takes cargo size to deal with a
Fine.
box.
I'll push the button.
Okay. So you start going down in the elevator, and
I thought we were having this conversation in there.
yeah, it probably is. Like you're probably having this.
We were having it like while we were like pushing
No,
the
actually, like you have it in the thing, but like as it end, like you're pushing the button to make it go, like try and make it go faster.
Dash. I mean, can I like just look around and see if there's like an obvious camera or something?
Give me a perception.
Oh,
There isn't
God.
one. There isn't one obvious
Not
enough for you
obvious,
to just see it.
Can I do that as well?
God, I'm
Yeah,
not
sure.
good at perception.
So yeah, if you don't have the skill, you put -1 in the skill. If you have it at 0, it's obviously a 0, and again, it's using wisdom.
While they were out doing that stuff, by the way, there's an
Really?
8 there
Roll
that
it.
was a perception check on the street.
Oh, is that what? Okay.
There it is.
There we go. I rolled as well.
Oh wow, -1, -1.
Mm-hmm.
I have
You
one
don't
minus-
notice any visible cameras, either of you.
I just have one -1. Why did it do twice?
You put it in both boxes, I assume.
Attribute.
Skill.
And-
-1 and the attribute 0.
I
Oh,
think
well,
you actually have to put 0 into it. I think otherwise it.
Oh, okay. I thought. Never mind. That should have been a 6.
Either it's fine. Neither of you notice cameras.
Okay.
And
or
on the
like an
on
obvious
the
microphone.
on the street, you just you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Really, just patrols of Protectorate wandering around.
How far apart are they? Am I able to figure out like a rough timing on when they patrol a street?
So they come in pairs usually,
Right.
and I don't know, maybe like with an 8. I guess there's some sort of pattern to it. Like it's like every 10 minutes or so, a patrol comes down the street.
Yeah, it's a 9 if I were to make it more an intelligence check to figure that kind of thing out. I guess an intelligence perception as opposed to wisdom.
You'd have to re-roll it for that.
Oh.
I'm giving you it's every 10 minutes or so, like a pair. It's a different pair every time, so it's obviously a longer patrol route or something.
Would you say it's possible then if we time us leaving the hotel, can we be in between traveling patrols if they're headed in the same direction?
On this street, maybe, but you'd have no way of knowing. Like if you suddenly turned off a street, you'd have no way of knowing that you might walk into another patrol. But this street, probably, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we'll improve our odds by any measure. So I'll let them know like don't come outside until I see a patrol go by, and I know that we'll have time to stay in
I
between.
mean, as you're saying that, the elevator door bings behind you, and they're just stood in the elevator.
Yeah, that's great. I put the compad away, and I'll just hold up a hand like hold the fuck
We
up.
got the farming supplies.
The guy behind the counter kind of is giving you guys weird eye, like.
I don't care.
I'll give him a winning smile.
Where's,
I'll give him.
Give me a charisma roll to see how winning that smile is.
-2.
Do I have any like actual
Charm.
skill related to that?
Persuasion would be the skill.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Yeah, no,
Oh, God.
I'm gonna make this guy jizz.
Jizz in his pants.
Or not.
I broke it, I think.
You, I don't
That is
wow.
broken. You did 2 pluses. That's
Oh.
why.
Nailed it. Oh,
You don't-
yeah.
You don't write plus. You
6 plus 1 plus
Yeah.
1.
I know that's
it,
broken.
it already has the plus.
Either way, yeah, your smile is very winning.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the dice itself is still a 6, so
Yeah.
I've taken this guy's guy. It's
You
good
got
times.
14. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, your smile is very winning.
Such
Just a small thing to note as well, if you guys to remember, you have expertise. You currently have 2 of it, and your maximum is your level +1, so 2, and it is recovered at a rate of 1 per night of rest, and you can spend it to reroll a skill check,
Cool.
Okay.
and the warrior can spend it to reroll an attack as well.
Nice.
So that's just something to take into account. Oh, and you can
I
spend
can
it
use
to.
it to like not burn or something, right?
You can use it to not spend PP, I think. It's in, if you check the handouts, there's one that says what expertise does. But yeah. So, you're waiting for a patrol to pass by.
Yep.
How long do you give it? Like, because I mean, you're not obviously it's not Metal Gear, so you're not going to wait till they're like a millisecond past the door and then
Go right behind them.
Yeah.
I'll wait till we've got just basically a minute's lead, so that it would be effort for them to like if they just saw us as they went around a corner, they see us further behind. It would be effort for them to then stop and then walk back towards us again.
Okay.
I'm trying to weigh against that. We just I'm trying to weigh against laziness and overcaution.
Sure.
We're
Okay.
relying on them being lazy.
Well, they might not be, but also I imagine everyone in this place is fucking miserable.
That's That's true.
I mean, look at this place. It's misery.
Okay.
Well, at least
It
their
really is.
at least their buildings stay standing up. They
This-
got that going for them.
Yeah, I suppose so, but I feel
Yeah.
like every minute spent on this planet is sucking the very joy from my body.
Eh,